I want to talk about tools a company needs, and now we're getting into the meat because this is where I want to really take some time. Large companies all have organization charts. Most small and medium-sized companies do not. I tell every small and medium-sized company, create your org chart of the future. I don't care if your name is in every box. I don't care if some of your staff's names are in 12 boxes. What you will be able to do by looking at the org chart is be able to understand that if you're worth $400 an hour and you're doing a job that somebody can be making $12 an hour, you're losing money for your company. Job descriptions. Now, the job descriptions is not documentation. And I'm going to show you the difference between a job description and documentation in the next few minutes, because it's extremely important for you to understand this. Workflow, process, charts, and analysis. When Sarbanes-Oxley came out for the large companies, they insisted on these workflows because these were their processes. When I sit down and talk to my small and medium-sized clients, I also tell them, I want to create your workflows. What it does is it allows us to see if your process is being done correctly or not. And if it isn't, well, let's see what changes we have to make to that process for improvement. These are the documents. These are your roadmap for a creation of any standard operating procedure manual, because it's going to include task-by-task documentation. And let me show you what I mean. For those of you who might not understand an organization chart, this is what an organization chart does. It breaks down effectively who reports to who, how many people are within that staff, and obviously, on the bottom one where I have shipping and receiving, I've just shown it has 3 people in there. You can create this org chart even deeper and show the names of those 3 people. Job descriptions. A job description should show the position purpose. For a small to medium-sized company, I'm going to recommend that you ask your own staff to create their job descriptions, because they're the ones that know what their responsibilities, their duties, their functions and tasks are that they do on a daily basis. And a task, of course, is a unit of work. It's a set of activities that need to produce results. It's payroll, bookkeeping, answering phones, filing. It could be accounts receivable. So give your employees the opportunity to write their job description, and then you review it with them, because you're going to see in many cases there is duplication, or as I call it, job creep. Sue used to do it, but she got really busy and now Barbara's doing it. You didn't even know they changed hands. And it happens. In your job descriptions, you want very specific qualifications. If we're looking for a bilingual HR manager, we want to make sure that that job description says bilingual reading and writing. We want to make sure that if it is a physical labor, we want to show how much poundage they have to be able to lift. Specific authority, who do I report to? And equally as important, where am I on the food chain? Now, what that means basically for you is if I'm a purchasing manager and I'm reporting to the CFO, I may only be able to authorize $2,500 of purchases. I want to make sure that's on my job description, because quite frankly, if I exceed that, we have an issue.